Hello, hello! Welcome to the real life for round 2 Super GT TEC off-season fun in 2025. So last week we had the opener at Suzuka. This week it is Autopolis with one round to go next Monday at Fuji. So yeah, real life, we're using the replay for this one. And we jump directly to the qualifying results for this one. So again, we have the GT 500s, Group 2 cars, and the GT 300, the Group 3 cars, multi-class action. So we have pole position for RAF and that Nissan GTR. And Beetlejuice on the front row. Then River and Sluxy, Jaeger. So myself, I couldn't take part in that race due to some time management skill issues from my side. So we have Couch, Shadow, and Rick, and also Ray, who had to skip the qualifying. He was a bit too late, but Ray is in that race in the GT 500s. So we have 8 GT 500s and these 7 GT 300s with Gico Palazzi on pole position in his Vantage next to Deering, Lemony, Taz, Prodigy, who was reserving for Dashi, and Webern and Ovich. All right, this is your starting grid. We are starting on a slightly damp track, and there was a bit of mixed conditions on the forecast as well. So I guess without any further ado, we'll jump into the race. And we're up. We see Beetlejuice was using the soft tires very early compared to Rav on the mediums. We have River on mediums as well. Sluxy around the outside. We see Ray onto the gravel. A little nudge from behind. Shadow in the Lexus. Rick. Also another Lexus. And we have early battles going on in the GT 300 class. Lazzy, Deering, and Lemony. 2 wide, 3 wide situations. A little bit of a gap for Blasny for a brief moment. Lemony cuts the grass, but stays with Blasny. Deering in front. Taz and Webern, both on the soft tires, and Ray after that off track needs to find the way through the grid of the GT 300s. More downforce in the GT 500 car. Ovich in the Nissan GTR and Prodigy in the McLaren. That's our grid so far. And Raf still leading. Beetlejuice. His Lexus gets a good run out of the final chicane with the run. More speed and moving into P1 after the first lap, so lap 2. It's Beetlejuice leading on soft tires. Raf on the mediums in second. River in third, still in touch. Same goes for Sluxy in P4. 2 Honda drivers. And Couch, the third Honda driver in P5. Shadow in 6th. And Rick P7, Ray up to P8. So we have now the field separation. GT 500s all the top 8, and then we see the GT 300 with Lemony took that lead back from Blasi, and we have Lemony Blasi on the medium tire compound. The same goes for Deering, and then Taz, the first on the soft tires, doesn't get the run into the downhill right, the double right-hander it is. Webern as well with his Z4 on softs, still close after 1.5 laps. Ovic and Prodigy, a little bit of a gap, maybe a slight off track for Prodigy, and it is Middle Shoes leading. We see a little bit of rain falling, but not that much by the looks, so it seems to get a little bit harder, but not much hitting the surface. So soft tires for now, not the best, not the worst choice, maybe a good choice. We'll see about that later. Medium's definitely the safe pick. Slugsy is on the soft tires, by the way, so he moved up into P3, got past River on those medium tires. So we see the windshield wipers moving, but the rain is not really hitting the track. So a little bit of rain now, but definitely no need to go for intermediates. And we just saw a little bit of a slight foreshadow coming out of the hairpin. Rick and Ray, and then we wait and see what happens in that GT 300 grid. Lemony, he had many two wheels off track onto the grass, but kept that car going somehow, somewhere. Didn't lose that car. Blasi was following closely, but couldn't find a way past Lemony early on in this race. And then Deering had a little bit of a moment, chopped down to P13, 5th in class, but is still there with the soft tire runners Taz and Webern. And the rain has stopped now again, so Deering touched the grass, gets a little bit of damage, and through goes Ovic, and also Prodigy. Goes so T15 for Deering at the moment. Still a long way to go. 60 minutes in total, 6 minutes roughly in at this stage, and Beetlejuice increasing that gap now. Slugsy got past Ref, so the two soft tire runners in the GT 500 now also in the lead. Ref still in a good position. River roughly 2 seconds, I guess, the gap to Ref, so out of that slipstream range, but also no dirty air. That should help with the tires. Then Couch a little bit of a gap to the cars in front and behind as well. And we see Rick and Ray, Douglas Ray with a good run. Ray with the softs pulls out of the slipstream alongside into turn number 1. Goes a little bit deep. This opportunity for Rick to go for the switcheroo and keeps that position for now. So where's the next opportunity? Probably towards the uphill hairpin. We get a good run out of this happen? Oh, and Rick with a wiggle. Can they go side by side through the long left-hander? Oh no, they won't. Rick lost the momentum. And it also looks like Lemony opening up that gap. Now, I guess that MR Audi was quite good with the handling, but we all know that Audi is not that good when it comes down to the tires. And we see it already. Bit of a difference between Blasi and Lemony with the front left tire after a couple of laps. Yeah, both are the mediums, and they've opened up a gap to the rest of the GT300s. Taz with a little bit of a gap. Prodigy in fight with Ovic, and Deering as well. What happened to Webern? Got damaged and dropped down to P15. Deering, Ovic, and Prodigy, 3 medium tire runners in the GT300 class. P4, 5, and 6. So Autopolis are a tricky track for overtakes. The characteristics of that track, probably want to go for a move into turn 1 and into the uphill hairpin, like a bit of a bigger braking zone. You get a nice little toe down the straight. Oh, it looks like Deering with the run, no, wasn't close enough, has to stay behind at least for one more lap. Runs a little bit wide, but might get the run. Ovic, yeah, sends it down the inside. Oh, Ovic left that inside open. Deering said, thank you, I'll take that. Beetlejuice. Amazing pace so far, also amazing tire wear, so I can spoil that. That was very impressive, showing what Beetlejuice was doing with the soft tires. Slugsy, we have more wear on those softs in the Honda NSX. Wrap on the medium tires. That's looking really good with the tires as well. The same goes for River in the Honda NSX. So medium tires, they look to go for, I guess, roughly 40 minutes. If they want to go for a one-stop strategy and couch a bit of no man's land. Shadow trying to catch the German driver, but made a couple of mistakes throughout this race. We shall probably watch him going into the pits. If I remember correctly, there was a big whoopsie going on. So Ray up to P7, the gap to Rick, who had an issue somewhere, lost a couple of seconds. And Lemony and Blasi still close, less than a second between the top two GT300 drivers, and a good run for Blasi this time, but then cannot stay close enough to go for a send down the inside. Takes a wide entry. Not sure if this was on purpose or not. Probably just a little bit too late. Taz also not too far behind, but he's using the soft tires. So an earlier pit stop incoming for Taz. Deering versus Prodigy around the outside. Deering up to fourth in class. And Prodigy has a half-second penalty as well. Janovic trying to stay with the other two drivers. And for now, that's looking promising. We have a close battle for a long time. And Weber after that 206. So somewhere he lost it. Has to find a way to close that gap. Also using the soft tires again as last week, and the Z4 chewing through the tires. Also not, I think, the best when it comes down to fuel consumption. And we see Beetlejuice approaching the GT300 cars for the first time of mapping. So we'll stay on board with Beetle, having his point of view when it comes down to this lapping the slower cars. How much of a speed difference do we see? Inside. Didn't look like much drama. What about Sluxy? Soft tires already 50% down at this stage. Should get a Weber before the next complex. No, wasn't close enough, so they exit out of the hairpin. Then he gets that opening, and we go back to off track. That worked quite nicely for Beetlejuice, with two cars being off track. I think it was Ovic and either Deering or Prodigy. I think it was Prodigy. That looks to be like the SLS, AMG. They're running. And Beetlejuice tires still in a good shape. So getting the run out of turn number 1. Easy overtake incoming. This is interesting. Ref sandwiched between two GT300 drivers. He got past Prodigy and Ovic. What about River? Inside line opened. That was easy. Let's see if River gets the inside as well. Yeah, more turn in, more grip for the GT500 car. And no drama with the overtake. Sluxy versus Deering. I think there's something happening very soon. We also see the windshield wipers are going. Oops, that was a bit of a contact and sent Deering off track. Sluxy misjudged that slightly, gave Deering that tap. And suddenly Rap is right behind Sluxy. Within the slipstream range now. It goes, but that sprinkle of rain didn't do much. Or was it just a troll putting on the windshield wipers just for the show? We don't know. No, there's going for all of the cars, so a little bit of rain. Definitely at track side, but it's not really hitting the track again. And we see the next lapping process going on. Shadow inside versus Ovic and Prodigy. No drama. Good overtake. But we can, I think, go to Ovic and Prodigy. Though those two are pretty close. And now Ovic has a penalty to serve. Well, in theory, this should be Prodigy's position now. Both on those medium tires. And the McLaren, quite good. When it comes down to the tire wear, inside for Prodigy, the hairpin. And here's the penalty zone. So Ovich losing that position and a little bit off contact, but that penalty zone is actually not too bad. So you don't lose that much time compared to other tracks. And Webern gained some time on Ovich and Prodigy as well. And Beetlejuice just got past the GT 300 liters, Lemony and Blasi. Sluxy got past Taz with right behind. Also a good spot for an overtake. And if we have a look at Sluxy's softs, 75-80% now. So it's not that long. And we see Sluxy going in for a pit stop. But first there will be some traffic in front. We see the Audi and the Aston, the leaders in the GT 300 class. And Sluxy approaching. Will he get the run downhill? I don't think so. Has to be patient through the next section. Inside line, it was an opening. What about Raf? Also has the inside now. Blasi lost a little bit, but also Lemony had to go wide. Leave that inside line open for Sluxy and also Raf. Now gain and loss, not too bad for the driver's river. Right behind Blasi. That cost him a little bit of time. Just before the final chicane, and gets the good run out of that chicane. Sluxy in for the first pit stop and clears Lemony on the front main straight. So basically nothing happened between Lemony and Blasi. What we also have to talk about that tire wear now. The front left is nearly dead in that Audi. Blasi definitely with the tire advantage. Fuel also a little bit of advantage for Blasi at this stage. It's 20 minutes. So looks to be a two-stop for the GT 300s at this stage. Taz basically with the same tire wear on softs as Lemony on mediums. Deering's tires looking pretty good, so I think he wanted to go for the one stop. Roughly 30 minutes on one set of medium tires. Prodigy and Ovich, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, maybe that gap. Webern, another 3-4 seconds behind. Faces the GT 500 traffic. Rick tries to go outside, inside. What's happening now? Inside line. Gets that move done. Ray headed off somewhere, I guess. Got past Webern and chasing down Rick again, so we will go to that GT 500 battle for position. Rick versus Ray, battle for P7. Over the grass, oh, scruffy run. This is a penalty as well? I don't think so. Just a little bit of dirty tires maybe. I think, yeah, Ray stopped early. Softs, now mediums. We'll have a look at our leaders. Beetlejuice is still going. 22 minutes in, and still some tread left on those soft tires. So well done on that tire management. Ref. Second, River third. Sluxy pitted for a new set of soft tires. Yeah, here we go. It was going for the two stop, soft strategy. E5 it is, and right behind the GT 300 leaders again. Oh, that was a bit close. Nearly touched the rear, but he has so much more grip and hangs it around the outside. Shadow also involved in that overlapping process. Gets the run on Blasi a bit, but not much top speed difference in those cars, so barely gaining anything on the straight, but now more downforce, better exit, and getting that position now. We'll go to Lemony and Blasi again. It's heating up, and I think it is time. You all know it, the Jaeger cam has to happen at some point, so we'll have a look at Lemony's perspective. Looking back over the rear wing, we still see that front left tire not looking good anymore, but somehow has to get to roughly the halfway mark. I think now it's too late. Or is it medium soft? The strategy? No, a little bit of dirt and dust kicking off the ground. Beetlejuice now in the leader. Nearly 25 minutes on those softs. Well done for that tire management. Look at Blasi's perspective. Not sure if this Lemony hitting this lap. No, he stayed out, but whoa, over the grass, dirty tires. And a wild Sluxy doing weird things there. Going from left to right. And getting the good run out of turn number one, getting closer. Ooh, a little bit of contact, but nothing major. He can continue with the race. Definitely see the difference now. Lemony seems to be struggling with that tire. Where now? How long can he stay out? That is the question. During the third in class, Prodigy, Ovic, Taz, the outlap, some medium tires now for the Ferrari driver, and they were on softs again. Raf leading, River P2 on the medium, so they're looking to go for a bit longer with this first stint. Couch in third. Beetlejuice after the pit stop is running the mediums now, and the goal is definitely to get to the end on mediums. Shadow 5 and Sluxy lap 15, 147, 10 seconds lost, dropped down to P6, but now on track for a new fastest lap of the race. It's yeah, sector 1 Still a bit to go, roughly a minute. We'll see if he gets close to that fastest lap currently. 37.3 Beetlejuice on that opening soft tire stint. 6th, 10th, yeah. That looks promising for Sluxy. Carries the speed through the downhill. Right, the double right. Into one of the most complex and difficult sections on that track, in my opinion. If you get it wrong, you end up mowing the grass on the outside. If you're too careful, you lose so much time. And at 36 for Sluxy, smashed that fastest lap so far. And closing that gap to Shadow as well in P5. Well, what is the situation? Oblasi with a penalty, but Lemony pitted new mediums for the Audi driver. So Oblasi was staying out and now heading into the pits. Half a second penalty. So went for the overcut. What about Deering? They probably can go one more lap. Oh, he's also heading into the pit lane. Look at Prodigy's tires on that McLaren, that's insane. He's now leading the GT 300s for a brief moment. Lemony right behind. And also Blasi. That overcut didn't work. And Lemony sends it down the inside. Oh, wrong button from my side, sorry, but yeah, he made that move stick better. Tires at this stage for Lemony. So Prodigy in P2 will go for 1, 2, 3 more laps maybe. It's probably down to the fuel. The tires still looking okay. And Prodigy a bit of teasing, showcasing delivery for TEC Season 15 for the Pro Dave team. They are running that McLaren 650S in the TEC Season 15, starting in 2 weeks' time. So next Monday, round 3. Then we have a 1 week off, and then we have Season 15, the season opener. So it's 2.5 weeks, okay? So the outlap, I think those medium tires should be up to temperatures now for Blasi. So can he get close to go for a move? Challenge Prodigy for precision? Don't think so. He still gets a little bit of a toe down the main straight. But isn't close enough, really. Has to wait. Then we see cars close to each other. Taz and Ovic. Ovic on that first medium stint. Taz with the softs, now mediums. And tries to go for the move. Inside. Can they go side by side? Yes, they can. Nice move. And it's also Ref. Again, stuck in between two. GT Thunders gets the run around the outside of the hairpin. And Driver has to be patient. Oh shit, oh we missed the entry. Guess what? We have to replay. I don't care, I want to see what happened with that pit entry. Totally effed it up. Ouch! Right, we need to get... Sorry. Okay. Interesting. Engine damage. Oh, hit it again. Right, so that was the story behind that totally effed up pit entry for Shadow. And also a 3-second penalty probably incoming or something like that. So ref leading River in P2, Beetlejuice up to P3, Sluxy in P4, Ray 5th, Couch in P6, and Shadow, 3-second penalty on top. We see Rick into the pits as well. Then Lemony leading the GT 300 class. Blasi got past Prodigy and trying to close that gap again to Lemony. That is still outside of that slipstream range for now. Prodigy, the fuel now is quite low. Will hit this lap by the looks, and we have the leader again, a bit wide on the exit for Blasi. Should give Ruff the opportunity to go for an easy overtake. Go to the leader on board perspective. So much more grip in the Group 2 cars. Oh, Lemmy tries to go for the grass line. That's interesting. Again, touching the grass with the outside tires. An inside line for River. That's nice for River. Not much fighting going on and doesn't lose too much time. There's Beetlejuice. A couple of seconds behind, but it's all very, very close. Oh, and Sluxy waiting. I think we go back to that bit again. We saw that clip on Discord already. Bump drafting Deering and then sending into the Shadow Realm. Hello. He's waiting for Deering then. But that was a weird moment. Definitely. So the Deering is down to P50 now. Got some damage and but wait now for the next couple of seconds or minutes even, I don't know. You will probably see Sluxy helping Deering to get up to pace a little bit. Deering lose. The damage is gone now, so should have all of the downforce available, and probably will now see a little bit of a bump drafting attempt and assist going on. So Sluxy pushing Deering to help him to gain back some of the time lost. Right, camera is a bit confused, but here we go. So the current situation, we saw that Rep was pitting for soft tires down to P3, Beetlejuice in P2, and River it's low on fuel. The tires still looking okay. I guess one more lap is doable. And then most likely go to the softs as well. So yeah, River is staying out for one more lap. Beetlejuice in P2. Between the GT300 leaders, Lemony and Blasi, and an easy overtake. Down the main straight, Rap in P3 coming through the chicane. It's Luxy in fourth, is still behind Deering. And probably see Ray now going for a move. Couch as well. So 4, 5, and 6. Oh, a little bit of a tap. And through goes Ray. Slugsy still pushing Dierig. Oh, what can go wrong? Couch looking inside, and Slugsy still helping Dierig. This race is over by the looks, so, but yeah. And Shadow running in P7, Rick in 8th, currently a bit in no man's land for this race. Still has some GT300 traffic to deal with, and this could get interesting now. Lemony versus Blasi. Lemony with that penalty, he has to serve it next time round, and Blasi is back half a second roughly that gap now. River now pitting as expected, and we see Raf around the outside, that final chicane. Gets the move and gets the overtake on Lemony as well, so no drama. Where is River? Still pitting, refueling that car. Coming out of the pits now in P3. Ruff in second, and Beetlejuice leading that race after the scheduled pit stops now for most of the drivers. So the idea is probably now to go to the end on that tire compound. Ref on River, both on the soft tires. Ray with a bit of an off-sequence strategy. Pitted early for medium, started on softs, so we'll have to pit again. Couch probably to the end on those tires. Slugsy now caring about his own business, but the fuel is low, so he is looking for his pit stop as well this lap. Shadow and Rick, and well, this is now intense. So Blasi took that lead. Lemony had to serve that penalty, and around the outside River again, the faster class traffic. Whoa, that is close, and this could get intense. Lemony gets the slip. Not sure which car should use. Bumps. Blasi looking, no. Thought about it for a brief moment to go for that overtake, but the gap wasn't there. But that lead battle now is heating up. So for the most part of that race, Lemony led. Blasi was second in class. Now it's roles reversed, and Blasi has to defend. Lemony with a good exit. And inside line 4. Wait, what a move that was. And Advantage for the MR cars. Definitely defending the hairpin on the inside. Versus Blasi again. Blasi is so close. You see, it is tough to go for another take, but it's as close as it can get. With a little touch here and there, nothing major. So great racing between the two, and we will see this battle continue for at least another lap. This time Blasi with the slipstream. Lebanese defending. T1 sitting in the middle of the road. Again, early defending the next corner. It is around the outside. Blasi takes the lead. Lebanese tries to go for a cutback situation again, deep into the hairpin, focusing on the exit, and it's exactly what he needed, and gets the better turn in for the long left hander, then slides it a little bit over the curb. This time Blasi going defensive into the hairpin, onto the marbles for Lemony, but he gets the power down early, and we see a lap blue flags appearing in the distance. Will this distract the two? Yeah. We'll get this camera now. It is Ray and Couch right behind. Into the final sector we go. Oh, 4 cars so close to that final chicane. And we have GT 300 and GT 500 slipstream galore. Who's going for what? Will Couch also send it into turn number 1? Yes, he does. Still opportunity for Lemony. What an intense race that is between Blasi and Lemony. And also Couch and Ray not going easy on each other. That's the battle. And Ray with cooked tires against Couch with better mediums. Gets the run. Ray defending the inside line. Can go for Couch around the outside. He tries to go for a loop. Oh, a bit of contact midway through the turn. Probably mostly due to that understeer that GTR produces now with the fronts. And he keeps that position, and Blasi versus Lemony. I think Blasi now slowly opening up that gap to Lemony. We also see the difference in the tire wear now already, but what a nice little battle they had for roughly 45 minutes. So let's quickly run through the grid order. Beetlejuice, soft to medium strategy, gets him a nice lead, P1. And Rev, medium to soft in P2. River in P3, also medium to soft, but later pit stop for the German driver, so has the better soft tires. So now still a big lead for Rev, and is closing that gap to Beetlejuice as well. So could see a battle for P1 maybe. Was the gap 4 or 5 seconds, something like that. The River in third, then Couch in P4. He lost his battle partner with Ray. Shadow in fifth, but those softs don't look that crisp anymore. So I guess we will see another pit stop for Shadow as well. Ray, new set of soft tires, should get them to the end. Slugsy on his third soft tire stint. Now what is possible for Slugsy in this one? And Rick in P8. I also think those softs not gonna last till the end, so maybe another pit stop incoming. Then we have the GT 300 class, Blasi leading. I think just sneaking out of that slipstream range. Lemony still had a good run, stays roughly within a second. Oh, over the cross again, that could cost him some time. Maybe dirty tires as well for the next turn. He keeps it kind of smooth. Taz in third in Ferrari. During after the Slugsy moments in P12 overall. Whoa, Prodigy! What a touch the inside. Wow. I guess we'll have a look at this. The grass over the inside. And then has to wait. Drops down to P14. Where's Weyburn? So we were completely running with Deering fourth in class. As the leader right behind. Which not too far behind Deering as well. Then Prodigy after that spin down to P6 in the GT 300 class, and Weyburn in the 7th on softs again. Could gain that position maybe, but we'll see. Let's quickly get an idea about that gap. I think that gap is still coming down between Rev and Beetlejuice. On the other side, those soft tires not looking pretty, but this might be a big stretch for Rev to go. Oh, and Rick had a bit of a moment. He was getting out of the way for Rev and pitting, and Rev also pits again. So tires they didn't last that long probably, as he was hoping for. So this has an impact on the race. Now Beetlejuice probably pretty safe to win this one. River moved up to second position. Tire wear still looking okay in his Honda NSX in P2. Then Rev lost that position, P2 to P3, with a new set of softs. What's that gap to River? Yes, I think roughly 10 seconds. So is it possible for Rev to get P2 before the end of that race? Couch in fourth. Nice gaps for a couch racer, so should be safe in that position. Ray running in P5, Slugsy right behind in P6. Alright, battle for position in the GT 500 class between Slugsy and Ray. Both on the soft tires. Ray stopped a little bit later, so tire advantage at the moment for the American driver versus Slugsy. We have 9.5 minutes to go, so approaching the final stages of that race. Shadow in P7, just got past Taz in the GT300s, and Rick with a fresh set of softs. Let's see what he can do with the lap times. Then in the GT300s, Lassi still couldn't break free. That gap to Lemony still somewhat 1.5 to 2 seconds. But I think this tire wear is killing Lemony now. Still doing a great job to tame the Audi R8 around a very technical demanding track. Whoa! And drifting it through the final sector. Mad skills applied. Taz in third. Also a nice gap to Deering in P4, but the gap to Lemony too big probably. Through goes Beetlejuice. So here's Deering. Let's say it's a big gap to Taz. Taz approaching turn number 1 and Deering on the final sector, final chicane. So that's a huge gap. Ovich then not too far behind Deering. Webern gained the position because Brunchi decided to pit again and use some fresh soft tires. Probably wants to explore the limits of the car, and he will get the fastest lap in the GT300 class later on with that move, but not by doing that. It is the perfect way to start a lap, by getting dirt on your tires. What was happening? So Beetlejuice like with a very, very comfortable lead now with roughly 6 minutes to go. River in second also. Looks like that's an easy P2, but on the other hand we have Ref with a late pit stop for some fresh soft tires, pushing, and he wants to close that gap to River in P2. There's still, I think it's 37 laps for the GT 500, so a couple of laps to go to make something happening. Couch, Ray, those gaps we still see that Ray and Slugsy are still close between the two. Slugsy within that range to attack at some point. You see the tire wear between the two cars, not much of a difference. Ray pitted later, but using more tires in that GTR compared to Slugsy in the NSX, and that GT300 Z4 probably helped Slugsy to get closer. That's roughly a second now. Ray deep into turn number 1. Okay. Opportunity, half a second now. But now Slugsy will face that dirty air, which makes it tough to follow out of the hairpin. We go good traction for Ray in the GTR. Gets it close to the inside curb, but has to lift, understeers, nearly loses the car. Matt, controller skins, again avoids the spin, defends the inside line for the hairpin, covers the apex, nowhere to go for Slugsy. Slugsy then hits the grass, so overtake denied at this stage, whereas that gap is big for Shadow. Also Rick a big gap at the moment. And Blasi versus Lamini. Now that gap has opened up. Now we see Blasi taking care of business with the tires in his Aston Martin, having the massive advantage. Lamini is low on fuel and the medium tires are cooked. Nothing left, nada, niente. It is just gone. That race, but still had a great battle with Blasi for, as I said, 45 minutes. Now just needs to bring it home for a P2 in glass. Where is Taz? Oh, that gap can also come down. Taz with the advantage with the tires. 2 minutes to go. During interesting line. 4th in class. Ovic then 5th. Tires also might struggle to the end. Bayburn and Prodigy with the fastest lap in class, 45.9 in that Nissan. That McLaren Nissan for Ovic, that is. And look at that, suddenly that gap has vanished between Raf and River. It's lap 36, penultimate lap for the GT 500s, and that gap less than 2 seconds now. The Raf is pushing, soft tires looking good, still room for attack. A 36.0, fastest lap of the race as well. This will get interesting on that final lap. Where is Beetlejuice? Yeah, commanding lead. It's 10, 12 seconds maybe for Beetlejuice, River, Ruckus and Ref. A second now. Look at the closing speed into the final sector. We go. Both go a bit deep, but then need to focus on the exit or the run. River trying to break that toe, faking the move, stays probably falling in the middle of the track. Now back onto the racing line, braking for turn number 1. Kept that gap. Now can he keep it out of turn number 1? Yeah. Has to brake a little bit earlier than Ref on the softs. But through this section it is difficult when you don't make a mistake to go for a move. He covers the inside line for the hairpin. Around the outside. Look. No, not gonna happen. We stay single file through the long left-hander. The dirty air is not helping Ref at all. And couch finished the race, we see River defending the inside for the hairpin. Goes deep, side by side they go. Let's get to the chase cam. But River got the traction, got the run, keeps that position into the double right, and there we go. Defends it. Again, goes a bit slower through that complex. And yeah, nowhere to go for Rev. Just have a look at Beetlejuice, who wins the race. Well done. And River versus Rev. It's down to the final chicane. Rev cuts the inside, but River defends it. Brings home a P2, Rev P3. And Couch in 4th, Ray in 5th, Sluxy couldn't get past Ray, P6, Shadow 7th, regained, and Blasi the only driver on that final lap for the GT 500s, that is, so he comes round the final chicane, and Blasi with the win in the GT 300. Lemony finished in 2nd. Alright, that's Lemony, Taz, Steering, Ovich, Whoops, and so on and so on. But don't you worry, I have prepared some race results for all of us. So that's what I wanted to show you. Yeah, alright. So here we go. So Beetlejuice with the victory in the GT 500 class. In the end, nearly 9 seconds. And then how close it was between River and Rev. P2, P3 run to the line through the final chicane. But River kept that. Rev with the fastest lap though. Maybe not the best strategy call for Rev in the end. But it was entertaining, at least for the stream. Couch racing with a good result. P4 for the German driver in the GT 500. Ray in 5th with Sluxy. That there was not much between those two when they crossed the line. Shadow, we saw that pit stop drama with engine damage and all that stuff in P7. Rick in 8th. And then let me quickly show you this one. Okay, so in the GT 300s we have Blasi with the victory. Lemony takes P2, Taz a 3rd. Deering a bit unlucky with the moments he had with Sluxy and 1 or 2 other mistakes as well. Still P4 in class in that SLS. Ovich 5th in the Nissan GT-R Nismo. Webern in that Z4. And Prodigy Reserve 4. Dashy and got the fastest lap in the GT 300 with a 45.9. Alright, so that is the coverage for that one. So let's quickly jump to this one. So next Monday, round 3, the final round of that TEC off-season fun in the Super GT. It is Fuji. What a way to finish that mini-series. So this should be fun. Fuji is like the track for Super GT. And should be a good one for multi-class racing action as well. Again, it will be the weather based on real life. So the weather forecast will be published on Sunday. We will see what the weather gods have in store for us for that one. So that's it for this stream. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you at least for the 3rd round for the replay for Super GT, but also for our many other live streams here on the CLR YouTube channel, mostly covering the entire racing leagues there with me on the comms. I'm your boy Jaeger, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. See you soon. Yippee-ki-yay. Love you all. Bye.